Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. For today I'm going to be doing my everyday makeup look, so it's going to be super simple. Looks like I'm wearing barely anything. So yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. I go ahead and grab a moisturizer. If you're not a fan of cream moisturizer, I would suggest using a face mist. Something like this Mario Badescu spray would also work for you. Next step is I don't really prime my face. I feel like moisturizer is enough and I don't need super pore filling primer, if you know what I mean. I don't feel like, as my everyday makeup look, I don't feel the need to use any of the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. I don't really need that. I just really need to look presentable. Usually I'm in a rush, so what I do is I just jump into my foundation right away. For my everyday makeup look, I like to use the MAC Face and Body Foundation. This is a little bit watery for some people, I get that, but for my everyday look, I really like it. Surprisingly, this doesn't make me oily or anything like that. It works really well with my skin. You could also mix this with other foundations if you think it's a little bit too watery. If I'm going for my everyday look, I want to look a little bit more natural, and so I used a sponge instead of a brush to make it look a little bit more blended to my skin. Go ahead and use my Maybelline Fit Me concealer. So if I'm going somewhere like I'm having lunch or I know that I'm gonna be seeing people, I usually set my face with the banana powder in the contour palette. But for today, I'm gonna be using this contour palette from Wet n Wild. It's broken, so it's like this. This is so cheap and so good. As you can see, it's not super bright like the banana powder. If you're doing an everyday makeup look, make sure you tap off the excess product just so it doesn't get cakey under your eyes. This is also another step you should never skip, just because I feel like dry or oily, you always need to set your concealers so it doesn't settle into your fine lines or crack up during the day. I use the same beauty sponge and just go over my lids, just to give my lids a little bit of coverage. I don't specifically like to use concealer on my lid if I'm just not really gonna put a lot of eyeshadow there. And go ahead and do the same thing and just set that with this powder. Next step is I go ahead and do my eyebrows. So usually for my eyes, I do a little bit of eyeshadow, but just browns, just really light browns. But this time I'm gonna skip it and I'm gonna go right ahead and curl my eyelashes. And then I go ahead and use this Loreal mascara. So usually I use the Sephora bronzer. It's in the shade Los Cabos. But for today, since I already used the setting powder on this palette, I'm gonna use the contour shade as well. With this palette, make sure you tap the excess because they're super pigmented. I'm gonna take this Essence blush. It's their new ones. They have their old ones, which is really good, but they came out with, I think, 2 more shades, and they're fairly new, and I really like them. This one is in the shade Satin Coral. And lastly, I go ahead and set my face with MAC Fix Plus. And we're done. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it helped you a lot. Most of the products that I use are drugstore and they're really affordable. So yeah, go check them out. If you liked my video, please subscribe to my channel and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye. What? Ugh.